Hello, it's your internet cartoon hyena JCal Arts here. So today's video is a continuation of my journey redesigning the main characters of the controversial show Loonatics Unleashed. If you want my thoughts on the show and the reasoning behind my artistic changes, I suggest you watch part 1. In this particular video, I'll be drawing the rest of the Loonatics Unleashed team, and compared to part 1, I'm going to be doing a bit more changes for these characters, and we're going to start off with a surprise. So now on to the drawing. So right off the bat, we're going to be starting with some controversy. I don't know how well this is going to go over with the Loonatics Unleashed fandom, if it exists, and I'm going to basically be replacing Sam Tasmanian based on the Tasmanian Devil with a different character based on a whole different Looney Tunes character. Now, I'm going to be delving into fanfic territory with this one, but hang on with me, let me explain. So, the character replacing Sam Tasmanian is a character who, for the time being, I'm going to be referring to as Henry Bulldog. And Henry Bulldog is based off of Hector the Bulldog, the Looney Tunes character that's often seen in Sylvester and Tweety shorts. The reason why I did this is because it would make sense to me, at least, that Hector the Bulldog's descendant be a part of the hero team compared to Tasmanian Devil's descendant. Because last time I checked, Hector the Bulldog in his original cartoons was basically the guard dog, of Tweety and keeps Sylvester from eating him, while Tasmanian Devil went around in his original shorts trying to eat the other characters, including Bugs Bunny. It always stuck out to me why Taz's descendant would be on the same team as Bugs Bunny's descendant, considering Bugs Bunny and Taz were originally meant to be rivals. But don't worry, Slam fans, your Slam Tasmanian hero is going to basically be on a separate team to rival this one in part 3. Self-promotion out of the way, onto the actual drawing. So I understand basically that there are not a lot of Looney Tunes characters who could stand in as the tough guy, but then again, Hector the Bulldog, he's a bulldog. I don't know why the creators didn't immediately put him on the hero team, but it's probably because Taz is a lot more recognizable and popular than Hector the Bulldog. But then again, this series could have really been a great opportunity to introduce the other Looney Tunes characters that are not so popular into the mainstream conscious. Henry the Bulldog is the descendant of Hector the Bulldog, and just like his predecessor, he is a pseudo-bouncer to the Loonatics Unleashed gang, trying to help them stay out of trouble and putting himself in harm's way for the rest of the team due to him being a lot more durable than the others. But his superpower is super strength, and he can acquire said super strength through his pet collars that he wears on his wrist. Henry sports an army uniform, essentially in reference to his appearance in this particular short whose name I forgot, and basically he's supposed to embody the same type of protective strength that his predecessor has, and he is basically ready to go down into the brawl when necessary. So now we're on to Rev Runner. Just like Danger Duck, I find Rev Runner's characterization in the show to be amazing. And this goes to show that Loonatics Unleashed is not complete garbage and that there are some aspects of the show that are actually quite fun and enjoyable. But I find this an impressive feat because the Roadrunner character Rev's based on does not really make sounds or talk at all. So hands out to the creative team. So Rev Runner's tracksuit is a superhero outfit. Basically, it's a modified tracksuit. It's a one-piece, tracksuit, red with white stripes on the side or salmon-colored stripes on the side. And I paired this off with a Captain Falcon-looking helmet. And it has the black visors like Captain Falcon that makes his eyes white, just like Captain Falcon's. And I mean, I don't know, he runs fast, so maybe this keeps the debris out of his eyes. Obviously, I'm putting a lot of cool factor into this. I wanted him to embody Speed Demon energy. And honestly, having more fun with the design than the creators of the original show because, hey, at least this beats a black leather jumpsuit. Am I right? Rev's new outfit is yet another example of missed opportunity for the creative team to give the main characters each individual unique outfits to really make them stand apart and clue in the viewer of what type of powers they're supposed to have. And speaking of Speed Demon, I honestly should have added headphones to his design to really go all the way, but oh well, I can always add it in later in fan art. Now, on to the last character, which seems to be the internet's favorite because looking for a reference photo of him has left an experience for me. Y'all need Jesus. So, on to the last character, and I'm pretty sure everyone knows who he is. It's no other than Tech E Coyote, descendant of Wile E. Coyote. Tech E is a scientist, and basically he develops new weapons and mechanisms used on their superhero missions, and his powers of molecular regeneration and magnetism are very good powers to put on Wile E. Coyote's descendant. And I'm pretty sure I'm not going to be the only person who thinks these things. Tech E, to me, is the most redesigned character of the six, and he's underwent a lot of visual changes compared to all the other characters besides Henry Bulldog, who is a new addition to the cast. So at first I had Tech in the generic, lime green science coat, and I ended up basing that off the fact that he's supposed to be the scientist of the group and developing new weapons and everything. But then I decided to give him something a bit more unique, and I ended up pulling from his ancestor Wile E. Coyote's appearance in Space Jam 2. I'm not getting into Space Jam 2 being a good movie or not, or its plot, but a sequence of the movie essentially is Wile E. Coyote being in Mad Max's universe for some reason, and essentially LeBron James and the Looney Tunes are trying to recruit him to play basketball. And so I like the outfit that Wile E. Coyote was wearing in that segment, so I decided to combine that with the green science lab coat idea I had earlier, and that's how you end up getting this design you see on screen. So yeah, I have Tech wearing a dark green lab coat with a green ascot, black leather pants and a black belt, dark green boots, green science gloves, and had his goggles adjusted above his face. And let's see how this goes down with Tech's fan base. So those are all the redesigns of the main characters of Loonatics Unleashed. Hopefully these designs are a lot more appealing and less cringe than the original ones, and I had pretty much a blast. So on to the final picture. Thank you for watching to the end of the video. Do your cartoon hyena a favor and like, comment, and subscribe, and see you next time.